So Johnny, it's been a good 2 weeks since we last spoke to you. How are you, and how have these past dozen days been?
Yeah, it felt like a long time really since we last played, but I think it was a good time for us to have a break as a group. Obviously, few boys going away on international duty as well, so boys had a couple of days off after their efforts against. We had that big game against Ipswich, and then we followed it up with the Fleetwood game 3 days later, and it took everything that they had. So it was probably a good time for us to have a little break, little rest, couple of days. But we've had back in this week and had a really strong week on the training pitch. So just felt like quite a long build up now to this game. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, how ready do you feel the squad are for the next batch of games that we've got coming up? Because it's not just Saturday. We've obviously got a big game in the Cup and also a long trip up north to Bradford as well.
Yeah, I think we're in good shape, to be honest. We've got obviously a lot of competition for places. We've got a big squad. That's why the games that we've had so far have been really good. We played Saturday, Tuesday, a Wednesday in there, but we've been continuous since the start of the season, and that's allowed us to get games into everyone to show what they're about, everyone to make a case to be playing, So the squad's in really good shape. It's a difficult 11 at the minute to pick. It's a difficult 18. Got to leave people out, stuff like that. That's obviously the hard part of it, and everyone's making a case to play, which is great for me as a manager. But obviously the difficult bit comes in picking the ones to play and the ones to be involved. So, but as far as where the squad's at, I think we're in a really good place.
Yeah, just looking ahead to the weekend, we've heard Hussein Byler, Isaac Ogundere and John Joe O'Toole say some really passionate and confident things ahead of the game. How important is it for you as a manager to know that the lads know what this game means to the club?
Yeah, obviously it's vitally important that they're aware of the context of the game, what it means to everyone, and that's why we do the stuff that we do. When we bring new players into the club, we do the induction. We get everyone involved. We get all the staff from all the different factions of the club, and everyone plays their part because it's a team effort, and they have to know who they're playing for, where we've come from, and what's made all of this possible. So that's all part of the story going into this match at the weekend, and the lads are well aware of that and well aware of what it takes to get a result in this game as well. So you have to factor all that in, and then you have to factor the normal preparation for a football match, and doing the diligence on the opposition, and just trying to tie all that together with that mindset that this one is obviously a bit of a unique game, and with it comes different things that they're going to have to deal with: crowd, expectation, the pressure of the situation. But I think my lads have shown that they can handle that. They certainly know what it's about, and obviously as the training's geared up this week, we've hit that home. But it's important that we get the work in on the training pitch as well, and you have to approach it in some ways like a normal game, and do the prep that we would normally do about us with the ball, about us without the ball, our set plays, our restarts, all stuff like that. But in our minds, we know that there's just that little extra bit on this one. Isn't it?
Is it a case of also reaffirming to them that we need to keep the focus on us rather than the opposition?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about when we prepare like a normal game, as in we would always go through what we want to look like when we've got the ball, what we want our patterns to look like, what we want our set plays to look like, everything about us with the ball, and also working on what the opposition are going to try and do to us, and trying to nullify that. And we would do that with any opposition, any game, and this opposition are no different. And obviously they've got threats that if you don't get it right, they can make it difficult for you. So that bit of it is the normal preparation. And I've got to say the lads have been brilliant all week on the training pitch. Everyone wants to play. Yeah. In every game, especially in this game. So everyone's bang at it, trying to make a case to play, and the work that we've done so far this week, obviously we've still got a couple of days to go now to finish that off, but we're really pleased with how it's gone, and we'll finish that prep off and be ready.
The ending to the last fixture will live along in the memory, to say the least. If that day taught you anything about our club, what would it be, would you say?
I mean, I knew about the passion, and I knew about the rivalry and the history, and we'd already played one game away from home, which was completely different. But seeing Plough Lane that day and just what it meant to the supporters, and the way that we obviously won it, and you know, the passion in the stands, the euphoria in the stand, not just in the stands, on the pitch, on the touch line. It was different level really to anything I've experienced, and it sort of, even though I thought I knew, I think it probably took that moment for a lot of us to go, maybe all of us to go, this is what it's about, you know, and this is what this club is about and what it can be. Moments like that encapsulate it. So it was an unbelievable moment. Of course it was. It was, yeah, really, really special. Everyone's going to remember it forever, hopefully. But we can't rely on that. We can't spend that. That's gone. That's been and gone. We want more of those, of course. But this is a new game now. This is a new fixture. It's a new opportunity to go and get 3 points, and hopefully continue to climb the league as well. And we have to maintain that focus. That it's obviously it's a really big game. It's a big fixture, and it means a lot. But in the context of the season, it's another opportunity for us to go and get 3 points and try and climb the league too.
And just finally, what do you say to those fans? What's the role that they can play on Saturday?
Well, we just spoke about it. We saw it last time. We played this fixture at home. I think the fans were the difference. That was a tight game. That was a close game. Could have gone either way on the day. But I remember the build-up in the last sort of 10-15 minutes when we started to push, and the supporters were getting behind it, and I think they could feel it coming. And sometimes that's the difference between getting what you need and what you don't. And I think that, you know, it's obviously a cliche, but I think they were the 12th man that day. They dragged the boys over the line, if you like, and that's what the supporters are capable of. And we see that time and time again. You know, at Plough Lane, we've already had some really good moments this season. We had a load last season, but even on the road, like the numbers that we travel in and the way to get behind the boys, there's nothing better than a victory for the players to go over and share that with the supporters. Is their magical moments, and that's what the supporters can help us do.
Let's hope there's many more starting with Saturday. All the best.
Cheers, Chris.
Cheers.